back to What Gear Reviews. Today is the camera field test, and as you can see, I'm out here in the field with my dog. There she is. This camera is the OnePlus 2, which some say is a flagship killer. Now I'm going to switch over to the Lumia 950 XL and see what the difference is on the front-facing camera, and then I'm going to go through the woods over there, and I'll test the other camera on the back and see how good that is on both, and how it looks once I put it onto a computer, because the screens are different, so it's going to be a bit different what I'm looking at, but once you put it on a computer you can really see. Yeah, let's switch over now to the other camera. Right, so this is the Lumia 950 XL front-facing camera. I'm walking a bit here so you can see how good the stabilization is. The screen on the 950 XL is so much better that it kind of gives you the impression that the camera is better as well, but it's hard to say until I get it onto the computer, as I mentioned earlier. Pretty good though. I'll take a couple of photos here as well. Okay, so you can see here in this picture taken with the OnePlus 2 that the green of the grass is quite vivid. There's quite a lot of dark areas as well, especially the underside of the dog and the tree line on the left hand side. It's got lots of black in there. Also, you'll notice the ratio of the picture is different. I haven't changed the settings since I've had the phone, so it's still on the out of the box settings. So this is how OnePlus would want you to take photos straight out of the box. There are orange patches in the grass. You can see the clouds in the background. The green on the tennis ball was quite vibrant. Now let's have a look at a similar picture on the 950 XL. So unfortunately I couldn't get the dog to stay still, but you can see here it's a lot brighter, this picture. The ratio is different as well, so it reaches edge to edge on the horizontal axis. You can see here there's more shades of green and less black areas as well, so it's actually picking up more light than the OnePlus 2. It's definitely a brighter picture, and it just feels like there's a bit more detail in this picture. But let me know what you think, leave a comment. But anyway, it's time to head on into the woods. So here you can see both cameras side by side. Give you a good idea of the stabilization. Both of these phones have sort of digital optical stabilization, unlike the iPhone. The iPhone actually has a little sort of stabilization mechanism in it as well, so that's why a lot of people consider the iPhone to have one of the best cameras out there. When I did the same test with the Note 3 versus the OnePlus, oh no, it was the Note 3 versus the M4 Aqua, it was actually quite surprising, the difference in stability. I'm going to go a bit closer to the floor so you guys can see how quickly this can pick up detail. So no video is complete without good audio, so I thought I'd do a quick little audio test on the two cameras. Good. Tell him. Tell him. Tell him. So later that day, I decided to go out for another walk in low light conditions so that you guys can see how these phones will work, especially if you're the type of person who takes lots of pictures in bars and nightclubs and stuff like that. It's really important to see how good the selfie cameras are in low light. So here we have the picture taken on the OnePlus 2, and you can see it's a little bit out of focus, and that's probably my fault. One of the things you notice here though is there's a lot of reflection off the street, and in those areas there's barely any detail. Also, if you look in the top left corner there, that building is almost disappearing into the corner, and also the hedge on the right hand side is almost disappearing. Now if we look at the Lumia 950, you can see the reflections off the pavement aren't really affecting the detail. In fact, it's adding more detail in those areas, and the hedge on the right hand side is completely visible, and the building in the top left corner, it is starting to fade out, but you can still make out all the edges and it hasn't disappeared. So it's definitely going to come down to a better sensor and a better lens on the Lumia 950 XL. But this might be a little bit unfair, because I have to say the OnePlus picture didn't quite look in focus. I thought at the time it was okay. It was only until I put it on computer that I realized that it was out of focus. So, and again here, this is a different shot. I took this in the park under a street light, an LED street light, and you can see here, this is quite interesting. You can see that shaft of light coming down from the middle of the picture, the top, and also you can see the lamppost there kind of looks really grey. There's quite a lot of good detail on the dog, and the bench, the colours on the spray paint there kind of pop as well. But now let's have a look at the Lumia version. So you can see here the grass in particular and the lamppost looks green. The grass looked green in the previous picture as well, but it looks more green here. No shaft of light. The sensor seems to be handling it a lot better and being able to reproduce the colours a lot better.
Right, so that's it for this What Gear review. I hope you enjoyed this video. One of the things I like to do with these kind of videos is let you guys decide for yourselves which camera you think is better. So leave a comment underneath this video. Which camera do you think is better on which phone? Maybe you think the Microsoft rear camera is better than the rear camera on the OnePlus, or vice versa. And maybe you think the front camera on the OnePlus is better than the Lumia. Let me know which ones you think are the best, which tests you enjoyed, and I'll try and do more videos like this in the future. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and you will be one of the finest subscribers known to man. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Don't be late.